name's Luis. Welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna do a YouTube video here on my overall journey with day trading, investing, and I'm currently closing everything because I took a real big loss with day trading, which almost ruined like everything that I ever saved up for. And I really don't want to lose everything, and so it made me real angry, and I ended up like selling all my stocks, like closing the accounts, and I'm pretty much moving everything over to my savings account before I end up ruining my life. So I wanted to show it on the numbers app here, and let me just remove my face here for a little bit. So here's the numbers app, and so these are my own stock picks. I started in July 2018 just picking my own stuff. Like some of the stuff I just YouTubed it and like just put like stocks that have growth and potential or something, and I found some, and I just ended up buying them. Like I didn't even put that much, but then I bought a membership called Profits Unlimited through Banyan Hill, and two of the stocks I just bought on my own through YouTube videos were in that recommendation membership. So I ended up just adding money to them. So which was I can show you here, AMD, pretty much YouTube, and they were talking about AMD. I bought it on my own without knowing what I was doing. The same goes with Tesla. But then when I got the membership, Profits Unlimited, I seen they had these two stocks as their recommendation, so I just added money to it. And on both of them, I pretty much just put 1,000. AMD, I put in 1,015.91. Tesla, I put in $1,060.13. So Tesla was, and this one, AMD, were the ones that I held the longest. I think I must have done 2 years, 5 months, somewhere around there. And well, Tesla, I sold it this month, the 21st, and AMD, I sold it the 14th this year. So pretty much everything that's on here is my profit and loss. So out of my own stock picks, there was only two that I pretty much lost on, which were these, and I sold them too. It was Crestwood Equity and Aurora Cannabis. This one actually I'm still holding. I don't know why I put sold. It's active, but I'm losing a lot on it. So so out of the $514 I put in, I only have 106 left. And some of this stuff I updated it last week, so it's not gonna be 100% accurate, but it's somewhere around there. Like, you know how the stock market fluctuates and the prices change, so but it's somewhere around there, the pricing and all that. And then this also went through a reverse split. I don't know if I changed the reverse split price, and I did do it for Tesla, but I don't think I did it for some of them. So looking at this sheet here, where I lost the most money was here, 25,000. And right here, Extreme Fortunes, which I started in April 2019, which was a $4,000 membership. That one, 1 year in, I was actually negative 10 grand, including the membership cost. Without the membership cost, I think I must have been like negative 6 grand on all the stock recommendations. But then after the year, like some of those recommendations started to turn around and go up, and one of them I did kind of good, not as good as I wanted, but pretty much they ended up recovering. So I have it here too, which is this one. So these were all the stock recommendations, and if you compare this membership with my own stock picks, you can tell like this one I only have 2 red ones, but this one I have a lot more. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, like I don't know, 10. And but then I do have these green ones where, like this one, I put in $1,013.71, and I made it 5,576. So when I pulled it out, it must have been like 6,500 or 6,000, somewhere around there. I didn't put it here, but it must have been like 1,500 something. I'm not sure. I just put 6,500, but so. And then Extreme Fortunes does also recommend stocks like more than once. This one, GameStop, he recommended it in May, and then like he told us to sell it with a loss because it kept going down. So I sold it and I lost $393, but I only put $723 that time. It was a 54% loss. And then the second time around in September, he told us, hey, buy it again. So I bought it again, and like I think November he said sell it with a gain, or it must have been December. I can't remember what day it was, but it was 2019. He told us to sell it with a gain, and I made $2,094. And then I think there was another stock that I lost on somewhere around here. He actually recommended it 3 times, and I bought it the first time. I didn't buy it the second time. The first time he recommended to sell with a loss. The second time I think he did the same thing, and then the third time it finally went up, and whoever bought it the third time made money on it. But I'm not. It's one of these, but I didn't put the name on it there. So, but on my last video, I don't know if you guys saw this video, I do talk about one of them that he did recommend in 2017, and he's recommended to sell 2020 December 2020 with 1,000% gain. So yeah, it was this pretty much made me lose it, you know. Like I was like, damn it, I'm closing everything, I'm stopping everything, I'm putting everything in my savings. I don't want to lose it all, you know. And so crypto, I first bought it in March. My brother was the one that told me about it. I didn't know really what it was, but it's like a currency supposedly, and it's a currency that gains value over time rather than lose value over time. But this one I was down on it too. Like when I first bought it, like 1 month later or even a week later, I was losing money. Like I was losing money with this one for about 2 years, and just recently, because it started going up, I made back everything I lost, and I made $7,000, which is this one, Bitcoin. So I bought like 3 different times, and I must have bought in like around the $10,000 range, $9,000 range, and the cheapest I got it maybe would have been like $9,000 range, I think. And when it went up to like the $41,000 range, if I would have sold there, like up here, yeah, I would have made 10,000 probably gain instead of 7,000. But when it started going down, I got like a little worried. Like I thought it was gonna go all the way down here. So I was like, I'm just gonna sell it. Plus, I had taken that real big loss on day trading that just told me, yeah, I'm selling everything. So looking at this, if it tells you anything, it's almost like saying, hey, you're probably better off on your own. Just do your own research, buy into these stocks, hold them long term, as long as they're selling their product and they have like customers willing to pay for their product, then these stocks are gonna go up. Like AMD went up a lot because this cryptocurrency, whatever, they use a lot of those AMD chips. Like it's pretty much just like a gigantic data center, and they probably bought a whole bunch of AMD products, and that's why AMD went up so much, which is this one. On my last video, I know I was talking about this loss here, that I was gonna orbital energy, and I was gonna hold it long term, but I don't know what happened. Like the stock started going down after it almost hit $5, and then it started going to the $3 range, and I got worried, and I ended up selling it. But I wish I hadn't, because it actually kept going up. Like a couple of weeks later, after I sold it, it kept going up, and it went up to like the $10 range, $11 range, and at that range, I would have made a way more than $13,000. I probably would have made like in the $60,000, $50,000 range, but it actually pulled back already. So, but then look at GameStop. It went up also like almost 3,000%. So if you would have bought it over here like in December 2020, yeah, that would have been like $2,000, almost $3,000 gain. But yeah, so if I wouldn't have sold it when Extreme Fortune said to sell GameStop, I probably would have made a lot more, but I sold it. And so I was talking about OEG, which is the stock that I bought in October when it was going up pre-market, and I bought it around $2 and I don't know, 15 cents, $2.20. I averaged it down to $2.04 with 6,800 shares. So right here in this area is where I got worried, because it started going down. It did a direct offering with an institution, and the institution bought 10 million shares at $3.50. So I never experienced that. Like, so I was thinking, hey, this institution bought 10 million shares, it's gonna go more up. But actually what ended up happening, it went from like the $4.70 range all the way down to $3.60 range in like 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. But then from there on out, it started going up, and then it went all the way to 11. But I sold it at $4.12 or 10 cents, and I regret selling it, because it pretty much would have really helped me out if it would have it would probably have knocked out this day trading loss, and I wouldn't have a loss, and I would have been up, who knows, maybe like 60 grand on everything. But now I'm only up 11, and I went through depression and everything. I was losing it, really, like losing it, angry, sad, all the bad emotions you could have. And then it's just like your dreams, like, they pretty much almost vanish. And so I just feel if I continue, I'm gonna end up losing it all. And then Webull does have lag time. Like, if you use the hotkeys, sometimes it'll be 10 seconds late, and by then the stock already went up a few cents, and you're chasing the stock. I think in one of these videos that I recorded, I show that. Yeah, and actually I was negative like 12 or 13,000 at one point, because what I did is I moved over my Tesla stock and my AMD stock to Webull. That way the account would be over 25,000. That way I could have unlimited day trades, which I have here, unlimited day trades, and no more 3 day trades per week. It's unlimited. So I thought it was gonna help, but it didn't. Like it was okay in the beginning, I think, and then I started just losing, and it was a downward spiral from there on out. And so when I sold this one, or where is it? This one, Orbital Energy, I pretty much knocked out this negative 11,956, and I had $25,000 cash, or like 20 something $1,000 cash. But then I started day trading, and I started losing. I started getting mad. I started losing more, and that 25,000 went to 10,000. So I lost 15,000 in like 3 hours. And right here you can see it on this fun history. That happened the January 21st. So right here I had 25,400. So I kept trading, and I wasn't trading with a little bit of money. I was going in with 11,000, 20,000, 22,000. I was going in with a lot of money here, 23. So you can see each time I bought and I sold, like it went from 25,400 to 24,000, from 24,000 to 22,000, from 22,000 to 21,000, from 19,000 to 18,000. And I kept trading and I kept losing. Right here, it went from 18,000 to 19,000. I should have stopped right there and been like, hey, stop, you're just losing. But I didn't. I kept going. I was angry and I wanted my money back. So I took it down. I took it down all the way. And I finally said, I'm stopping, when I got it to like 10 grand. And I was so frustrated, so mad. Like, if I would have just stayed away from day trading, I probably would have been okay, and I would have had enough already for a down payment on a home without pulling out any of my retirement. Because now that I took this loss, I'm planning on closing 2 out of my 3 retirement accounts just so I can afford a down payment on a nice home that, because I live in this real old house that, oh my god, it needs so much work that I'm not gonna put in the work. It's too much, and I don't even like the neighborhood. It's I just want to move to a different home and a different neighborhood, and just forget about this house. But so when that happened, I was like, hey, I'm selling everything. I'm closing all the accounts. I'm putting everything into my savings account right here. I sold Tesla. I sold this one. Some of them I sold with loss. These I sold with loss. And I also sold AMD somewhere over here, but that was the 14th, so I gotta go back way too much. It's too much. So I switched my account from margin to a cash account. So my buying power is only what I have in cash. And every time I buy, like let's say I buy 4,000 right now, and then I sell it right away, I have to wait 2 days to get those 4,000 back, since it's a cash account now. It takes 2 days for the money to settle and come back. So Webull does have some problems. Like I did some screen recordings right here. Webull blacking out, Webull not working, and that's gonna be a separate video. I'm gonna show those videos of like what was happening. And like one time, for some reason, I couldn't sell the position I was in, and I was trying to sell. I couldn't sell it. It was a kind of like a big position, so if it would have gone down real bad, I would have lost a lot of money. But I was lucky enough it kind of stayed in the same range where I bought, where I still ended up getting out with a loss, but it wasn't that big. I think it was like $65, but it took about 15 minutes to get out of it. And I don't know, I was trying to call Webull and it's not something where you get in contact with him right away. I actually didn't get in contact with him. I was on that hold list, you know, they had me on hold on the phone, and I was waiting for somebody to answer. But since it sold, I forgot about it. So yeah, this was my journey, investing, trading, and pretty much if I just would have stayed away from day trading, I would have been better off. And I just want to share that with everybody. I'm probably not gonna do too many more YouTube videos. Just that, maybe that last YouTube video of showing the Webull problems, because you know my Webull, from what I remember, it was up to date. Because uh, right here it says current version. It's 4.52, but if you hit it, it's the latest version. You see, so every so often you gotta update the version, because if you don't, there'll be like issues. And from what I remember, I think it was updated, unless it wasn't updated, and that's why I was having those issues. But one time I did have the screen blacking out, and I came back to this page and I seen it said it's the latest version. So, and then like maybe 2 hours ago, this 1 minute chart wasn't working, and actually right now this is not working. Like this is supposed to show the top gainers and the top losers, and it's blank. It's not working, you see. So yeah, Webull does have a little bit of issues. They gotta work on their platform. Like I don't know what they need to do, but so at one point I was thinking, hey, maybe I should just pass all my money to Lightspeed, which is another brokerage, which is supposedly a direct access brokerage. It's a lot better because it's direct access, but you have to pay commissions on per share or something, so it costs a little more. But it's fast, so if you hit the hotkey like shift 1 to buy something, it'll do it right away. Not like Webull. I've had Webull take like 10 seconds after I hit the hotkey to show the order, and I was going to show it on one of these videos, but I couldn't find it. I think it's this 8-hour video. Where is it? It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's that I recorded 8 hours, and I pretty much day traded the whole day at 8 hours, and at the end of the day I only made $1,000. Just look right here, when I sell everything, you could see it's 22,646. That was at here, let me make this bigger. So that was at 4:56 a.m. Pacific Standard. And let me just mute it, because I do cuss a lot right there, and sometimes I was angry because I was losing. But at the end of the day, here at 1 p.m. I take it to, I think, like 24,000 or 23,996. But I think I take a very last trade and I make like a few more bucks, and I take it to 24 right there. I only went in with $80 and I made like 2 more bucks or something. So then that took it to 24,000. So I only made like, must have been like 1,300, and I traded the whole day, like 8 hours or whatever it was. But I wanted to show that lag time here, if I could show it. Let me see if I could find it. But pretty much I hit shift F to buy like 35%, and it had a lag time of like 5-10 seconds, but I can't find it. So here I even closed my my Acorn, this one. So I'm gonna share my screen on my iPhone here, just so you guys could see. at the most I had, I think, was 4,000 gain. Right here, 4,000 gain. But it went down. So, but I sold everything already. Like if I go to the app here, you see it's 0 now. And right here you could see it's transferring out. But my performance, this at the most it was 4,200. That was like 3 days ago. But I'm selling this too because I'm closing everything and I'm putting everything on my savings, and I'm gonna see if I can try to find a okay home close to where I live. But yeah, I just want to share this, with everybody. And this is less risky, but the only way you're gonna get a good return on Acorn is if you do it long term, at least 20 years. So I was putting $240 a month, and I did it for a year and 4 months. But I first opened the account with 1,500, then I did 100 a month for a year, and then $240 a month for like another year and 4 months. But this one, like, let's just go back to kind of where I was at, which was $240 a month. So if I start now doing that, pretty much in 20 years, because I'm 33, so I'll be 53. Pretty much in 20 years is where you get almost everything you put out of your pocket. And so the total would be 108,000 by the end of 20 years. But out of your pocket, you're only gonna pull out 57,000. That's doing it $240 a month for 20 years, and this would be your return. But I honestly did want to do that, but since this happened, this day trading loss, it ruined everything. Like, if this wouldn't have happened, I think I would have kept that one for at least another few years. I don't know how much longer I would have kept doing it for. But since this happened, this $25,000 loss, or it could have been even a little bit more, but it's roughly around there. So yeah, it was and then another thing, like on Fridays, sometimes I would day trade Fridays starting at 1 in the morning, and I wouldn't go to bed, and I would work Fridays because I work night shift, and I would be up for more than 30 hours, more than 24 hours, just because I wanted to day trade and try to make money. But I wouldn't make money. I would sometimes make money, but mostly I would lose. Usually I would lose, and the most I ever made, I think, in one day must have been like a little over 2,000 in one day. But the most I've lost, you can already see here in my account. In 3 hours, I lost $15,000 because I went from 25,400 all the way to 10,000 over here, 10,600. So that was almost $15,000 loss. And after that, I pretty much started selling everything. These are all sold, and I left it at 34,764.33, which is what is now. You can see here 34,764.33, and it's now a cash account. So all I need to do now is transfer it to my banking account, which I'm gonna do tomorrow or next week. But I just wanted to share this with everybody I even bought this Mac all for day trading, because I had a laptop that was outdated and it wouldn't allow me to download Webull desktop, and the internet version sometimes would crash because I think I tried it, so that's why I was like, hey, I'm gonna just buy a new Mac and try to download this Webull desktop. And yeah, but I might have right here on my P&L. So at the most I had was 51,000. If I would have right there, and that was January 12th, if right there I would have said, hey, I'm stopping this, I don't care, I'm not making that much, I would have been, you know, like what, almost $20,000 richer. But it was 51,000 because that was when Orbital Energy hit like almost $5. So this gain wasn't 13, it was like almost 20,000. But then it went down and the direct offering happened. You know, this direct offering of institution buying 10 million shares at 350. Registered direct offering, and that's when it started going down. But then after that it went back up. So that's it for my video. Sorry if it's too long, and then if I jump around topics. Like I'm not a professional YouTuber, just kind of wanted to share this. And if anything you could take away with you, it's like you're probably just better off choosing your own stocks and leaving them long term, and you don't even need to pay these memberships, because this membership, honestly, the Extreme Fortunes, I thought it was going to make me a lot. The whole thing was like, hey, from what I remember is they were saying, hey, get this membership and you invest 10 grand and we help you turn those 10 grand into $250,000 gain. But it didn't happen. Like I ended up choosing like the worst stocks, I guess, or whatever, and the good ones like Plug Power, I didn't buy it, and Plug Power is still going up because he recommended to sell at $35, and it's in the $70 range. It actually went down, but at one point it was at the $75 range. So I regret not buying that one. I was thinking about it too, but I didn't buy it. Yeah, so that's everything for my YouTube video. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably do another video on these problems with Webull. But that's it for my video, and you have a good one. Okay, bye.